Hello everyone, welcome back guys. Hope you all are doing well. This is Mohammad Badruddin and today we are going to solve lab number 1 from NoSQL injection vulnerability module. Before going further, this little disclaimer as always for you. This video and its content are only for educational and awareness purpose and I do not support any unethical or illegal act. That being said, if you did not subscribe the channel up to now, please subscribe the channel and share this as much as you can. So without further delay, let's go. So in today's lab, we need to just detect the NoSQL injection vulnerability. And the agenda is the product category filter for this lab is powered by a MongoDB NoSQL database. It is vulnerable to NoSQL injection. And to solve the lab, we need to perform NoSQL injection attack that causes the application to display unreleased products. Okay, unreleased product. That means whatever we are seeing, whatever the products we see here, all these products are released products for the customer. So the customer can easily see all these products. But in the back end or under the hood, there are other products. Those are not released up to now. And we need to find out those products, right? So if I go to right now, we are seeing all the products. Okay. All the products. These are all the products. So if you see this category, clothing, shoes and accessories. Okay, so there are only 3 products. If we see food and drinks, there are only 3 products. If we see lifestyle, again there are only 3 products within the lifestyle category. So let's go. The first thing we need to do here is we need to somehow see whether we can break the query or not. Sometimes what happened when we test the applications, okay, and we don't know anything about the database in the backend, what kind of database is there, and we try to break query, we try to analyze the behavior of the application, and we try to break actually the syntax. Okay, and we try for this, we try a lot of things, same like SQL injection, normal SQL injection, we try single quote, we try double quote, we try a lot of special characters to see if there is any behavior which is unexpected or normal, not normal, right? So we try these kind of special characters. So first of all, I'm going to see by putting here the single quote after the category name and hit enter, and let's see if there is anything. And as you can see, there is internal server error. And I want to turn on the burp proxy on my browser and I want to hit enter again. So internal server error means the status code should be 500. So if I go to my proxy and here we go, you can see in the response the status code is 500. Fine. Second thing is it's saying command failed with error and the error code is 139 and it's saying JavaScript interpreter failure. And it is kind of syntax error. But what kind of syntax error is that? It's saying unterminated string literals. Very good. And function expression parser. And the important part starts from here. So you can see there is a file name with its complete location or complete path, like source. Inside source there is Mongo, and scripting, within scripting there is Mongo.js, and the file name is mongohelpers.js. This file is has been called from this directory within the Mongo. So maybe in the backend MongoDB has been used. Okay, the other important and very crucial thing here that you can see here on server 127.0.0.1 colon 27017. So this is the IP address and this is the port number, and this complete picture is known as socket. So it's calling the service from this IP address with this port, and we all know that this port is default port for the MongoDB. So now it's sure that in the backend MongoDB is being used, but the other part here which is important, that the application and the MongoDB both exist in the same server, because once it is trying to access MongoDB by any kind of syntax, we actually don't know the syntax exactly what is being used, but when the syntax is executed, okay, it is trying to contact to the MongoDB server, but the MongoDB server is locally exist on the application server itself. So here you can see the loopback address, and this service is published locally. So if you are going to make in-map scan or any kind of port scan, you are not going to see this port on the in-map scan, because this service is published locally on the loopback address, not publicly addressed. Okay, so this is the thing, this is the first thing. And every time, whenever, this is the very important thing, that whenever you are engaging with any application, any kind of scenario, in that engagement you have to enumerate well, you have to reconnaissance well, and any error, any change in behavior, you need to look very closer. Fine. So here, as you can see, once we put the single quote, it give us this kind of error. And the next thing is, let's try something else, because it's saying that unterminated string literal. So what I'm going to try, I'm going to enclose this single quote by putting another single quote and just hit enter. And once we hit enter, you can see the error seems perfectly as before, but there is a difference. This is the syntax error again, but the error is changed. Now it's saying missing before statement. Okay, if we go back here, you can see this is unterminated string literal, but once we put two single quotes, it's changed and it's saying missing before statement. So that is the thing. Okay, and we know now that in between these two single quotes, we can actually try to manipulate the query. So the first thing first, as we know that now we broke the query and now we can manipulate the query. So now, while testing this, first of all, I'm going to try the conditional behavior of this application. And how we can do that, we already saw in the previous lab. There is conditional behavior, and we can see the conditional behavior by putting a false condition and putting a true condition. So once we put the false condition, we should not see the result, and once we put the true condition or the correct condition, we should get the normal result. So here I'm going to first put the false condition, right? So this is going to be your false condition, and if we hit enter, okay, it's giving us still error, because maybe we need to encode this. So I'm going to the burp suite here. This is the last request. Okay, and I'm going to send this request to the repeater. Go to the repeater, and here actually remove all of this and just Control V to paste this condition. So just Control U to encode it and send this request. So once we send the request, here you can see we did not find any kind of syntax error in the response, but I want to see the response in the browser. So right click and show response in the browser, copy that and go back to your browser and just paste it, hit enter. And as you can see now, because the condition is false, so we won't be able to see any product here. But what if the condition is true? The condition is true means instead of 0, 1 means the true. So hit enter, and this time you can see we find here all three products, which are released within the category of lifestyle. So this is the conditional behavior. Now I am going to put here the Boolean condition, okay, to actually see the unreleased product. So the hypothesis could be like this: there are too many products, like let's say product ID is 1 and category is 1, 2, 3. Let's say one category is food and drinks, the second number category is something else, the third number category is lifestyle. Okay, RELEASE, release, let's say 1. Release 1 means the product is released, and if the value of release is equal to 0, that means the product is unreleased and normal customer cannot see that product. So I'm going to copy this and paste it here a few times. Okay, paste that, Okay, let's say here the product ID is 2, product ID is 3, 4, 5, and the category 1 1. Let's say here the category is 2, is 3, is 4, something like this. And there are some products here which are unreleased, so let's say its value is 0. Okay, something like this, something like this. And if it's MongoDB, so it is going to be within the JSON format, or there is specific formats, because the data is going to be stored as a document and the format of the data is special. So could be something like JSON, in the JSON format. But this thing is only to make you understand the condition. So the released products are 1 and unreleased products are 0. Now the Boolean condition is something like, if I say 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1, so this is the true condition. And if I say 1 is equal to 0, this is the wrong condition, right? So here what I'm going to do, let's say come here and delete this. I don't need that. I'm going to say the products, whatever products within the lifestyle category, or we say 1 is equal to, let's say 0, and close it with double pipe and hit enter. Okay, and if I say 1 is equal to 1, and as you can see here, the lab is solved. Lab is solved because here you can see all the unreleased products are also there. So we have here now released product and unreleased product, because we see this product somewhere else. Let's say clothing. Okay, this is the product of clothing. But if I go back here, you can see we saw products here, every product from every category, released or unreleased. All the products we can see here now, whether it is released or unreleased. Let's say we can also do this by just saying 1, okay, and hit enter. So the same result here. Okay, so that's it for this lab. Hope you enjoy the lab. If you like the content, please like, subscribe and share, and I'm going to see you in the next lab.